Welcome to Tough Love, Easy Love. I'm your host, TD, Tara DeFrancisco. I'm so glad you're back. If you are back, if this is your first time dipping into the podcast, welcome aboard. Thanks for listening. And if you're watching the pod new on YouTube, oh, I'm glad you're here too. Look at this old mean mug. I'm going to put up some instructions here in a moment for how you can be featured on the pod. We love featuring listeners and watchers, and that's the way we're going to do it, is hopefully celebrating you and your advice type questions that you want to send in to me and a friend to handle with some easy love and some tough love coming your way all season. Hey, speaking of seasons, it's fall, baby. It's the first day of fall as I record this lovely intro. So happy fall. You know, someone wished me a happy fall the other day, and I thought they were talking about something else, but they meant autumn. So anyway, I hope that the fabric of humanity, the joy of what we can possibly be together, is woven stronger this season, and we step into taking care of each other. I hope you're doing that out there for the communities that you are surrounded with. Speaking of community and speaking of beacons of joy, my buddy LT is on the show today. More on him when we start the ep, but in case you don't know him, he's an improviser and comedy person in the Midwest. He's known for several shows that are featured at the Nest Theater typically, but he's from Dayton, Ohio, has a lot to share about his journey into the art form itself. So if you're an improv head, this is a really good episode for improvisers. And it's also just a really good episode for people looking for what life is about. This episode to me was a meaningful, enriched, and joyful, thoughtful episode with lots of like fun giggles and laughs along the way. But LT is that in a nutshell. More on that when I embarrass him and tell him how wonderful he is on the episode. So, spoiler, just know he's a good guy. Okay. It's been really fun to hear from you. I think we have a couple hundreds of questions at this point, but I want you to submit a question if you need advice on something for me and a friend to wrestle with during the ep. So here's how you do it. If you are on Instagram, you can go to @Tough Love, Easy Love, and slide into those DMs. These are probably the ones we get to the quickest because they're right there all in a pile, and Instagram followers are the ones we note the most. Secondly, if you're more of a, I don't know, rotary phone kind of gal, kind of guy, kind of they, if you are that person that just wants to dial up and just like share your voice, hey, you can. 614-929-5545. Again, that's 614-929-5545. You can call there. You can leave your message. You can leave your question. And if you're a little shyer than wanting to leave a voice message, you can also text that same line. So any of these things works to get your question in. We're just glad that you're doing it, and I'm glad to have you. Okay. I think that's it for now. Let's jump into the episode. Thanks for listening, and happy Tough Love, Easy Love time. Tough Love, Easy Love with me, Tara DeFrancisco, and friends. Everybody, welcome to Tough Love, Easy Love. This is my friend, LT Thornton.
Hi. I'm just glamour shouting the whole time.
I'm so glad we get to do this.
Yeah.
We've known each other for, how long do you think?
What was it, 2015?
Probably 2016 is the opening of the Nest Theater here.
That's right.
But we knew each other either right at the beginning of that or right before.
Yeah. When I first auditioned for Storyteller,
Yeah.
which was a few months before.
That was a few months before we opened. Yeah. And so LT, everybody, if you don't know who LT Thornton is, your loss. A is my friend, brag. And B, he's a comedy person. He does improv shows here at the Nest Theater in Columbus on things like Fun and Games, which is a short form comedy show, Diversity Hour, which is a long form show. He does things like Armando's C-Bus. He has his own show, Debate Fighter. What am I missing? What else do you do that you love?
Been in Player's Nightmare.
Player's Nightmare.
Done some Troika.
Hell yeah. Lots of improv projects.
Yeah. Just
the butt.
I pop up in things.
You pop up in things. Yeah, he's a pop-up shop as a human being. It's like, what about this? Because everyone wants to play with him. And he's very fun. What if this, here's my own goal for this. So for you tuning in that don't know LT yet, or maybe friends of ours that are watching exclusives with LT. LT is so kind. It's like a joke at the theater. And we actually sometimes put up things on our monitors or like LT is the nicest or like LT wins for no reason other than he's just a wonderful human being. And he probably also hates getting compliments. So like now I just feel like I have this opportunity to hold him hostage and be like, You're a perfect human being. You're a beautiful human being. Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
my goal.
realize this was a podcast to recreate your worst nightmare.
Yeah. Kindness is my nightmare, I suppose, straight to face. But that's sort of a thing for comedy people.
Yeah. And if I could dish it right back.
Please. Oh, gross. Gotta go.
Tara and Rance, shout out to Rance.
Shout out.
Have very kindly just like sprinkled me into just like little experimental things that they've done in the theater like this the entire time they've like been here. And I am always so grateful to be a part of anything that you guys are doing. You guys are like huge comedy people that like know people.
Gross. We know people.
And I'm just like, and I'm a kid from Ohio that they think can be in their stuff.
Hey,
That's
so am
pretty
I.
cool.
That's it. Like, that's the funny thing, right? Is that, well, first things, you're incredibly talented and very funny. And like I said, you know, as many of us know in the industry of this world of comedy, it's like, you want to surround yourself with people that are talented and you want them to be like good people because you're spending time with them. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's not the same as like, I'm kind of eye rolly about people that are like, I promoted this guy. He's a real douche, but he really delivers on stage. It's like, that's not for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like backstage having to be like grin and bear it with old Dick Tom and like see how he goes. Neil's a real asshole, but he'll really deliver on stage. And you're just like, you're such a joy to be around anyway. But and I'm a kid from Ohio, so suck on that. I know a lot of people know me from Chicago, but I'm from Columbus, and LT's from Dayton. Yeah. Go Flyers.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever said that for real. And he's like, I guess, but that's great. That's all I really know.
We're not like huge. It's like our one claim to fame in Dayton. It's like the Flyers.
There's got to be other Dayton claims. What do people know about Dayton?
Oh, they have an Air Force museum.
That's true.
They have.
Is it like the Wright brothers? Like Wright brothers are.
Well,
I know there's a debate.
The Wright brothers like Dayton claims them, and so does Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Yeah, exactly. So. It's a real standoff. It's a real standoff. It's so weird. Like, who cares? But yeah, two cities are really vying for their attention. The birthplace of flight. That's what they want.
The birthplace of flight was on Ohio plates for a while. And everyone was like, I guess. Like, no one knew what to do with it.
Sure. All right.
Yeah. All right. What's our thing on the plate now? What's on Ohio's plate? Like the heart of it all? That's my guess.
Ooh, I thought In Something We Trust was on there, but
let's make it something that we don't expect. What can we trust in? In Brutus, we trust. It's like probably something OSU driven or
highway construction.
In highway construction, we trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not what you'd expect.
No,
it's just what it is.
Whatever you throw out.
It's whatever you throw out there. LT does comedy and has done it for a while. He did it in Dayton before he came to Columbus. What like drew you initially to improv when you first started? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was so I went to college for graphic design.
Hell yeah!
Graduated at the height of the recession.
So cool! So many jobs.
So
thriving.
I was in a place where I had just like no outlet for art whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I randomly took a improv class in Dayton. And kind of the rest is like it was.
That was like the floodgates were open.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I have a thing that I can express and play and like do all that now. So like,
he knows this, but I had someone when I was in Chicago and instructing there and doing curriculum design and stuff. I had a mutual friend of ours write me, who I had met maybe once at that point. Like I hadn't really met her very much, but she wrote and was like, look, I know you're opening a theater. Our plan was to come here and open a theater for the community here that didn't have a brick and mortar. And we opened the Nest. And she was like, if you don't get LT, trust me, this guy is great. And he's going to not act like he thinks he's great, which is very funny that like years later, it's still, you're so humble. And so, but people are like, how do I play with LT? Which is so what you want, you know, like that's what you want is just like a kind heart that knows how to do things well.
Yeah. I try to jump in any opportunity that I get to play with somebody new because like I want to see what your improv is. So like that's so fun.
That's my favorite thing because when I do a show called DeFrancisco, which is one of the first shows ever to like pull someone from the audience, and mine supposedly is the one that is like a random person for a set at its entirety. So I get a stranger out of the audience at random. They do a set with me for 30 minutes. It's crazy. And that's my favorite thing because I don't know anything about them at all often. So it could be a person that does improv, but They might not. Like I've played with like somebody's dad and like the neighbor that came along, you know, like things like that. And they always get received so well. And it also makes me have to play better after 5,000 years of doing improv. You're kind of like, I can navigate a show. But when you have a stranger with you, you're like, what's this?
Yeah.
It's all twinkly and fun and makes you stay present with people.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why LT and I play together, but it's always on these like randomized shows of like it's 10 of the people that have been around a long time that are doing a vetted show or something.
Yeah.
So we get to play together, but like that's where. So we're kind of like when we get to play together, you know, it's so random.
Yeah. It's like when we did the last Armando show and I got to have like that one-on-one scene with Rance. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting to play with Rance right now.
I saw a picture of that and I was like, oh, they're together. Like we're never mixed up together. Yeah, that's right. You're so fun. And here's a fun fact about LT too. Like I'll say kind all day. It's where he gets really nervous. See, I like it. And it's just a super kind of you being like, stop. Like, oh, we're going to be the best. But also, you're a very physical player. You're not afraid to like use your body to like make choices. I love to see that because I think it's the first thing to go a lot for improvisers.
Yeah.
When they train, it's sort of a weird like this art form.
Yeah.
It's for a lot of us because we're trying to be witty and make up content, but we're also trying to remember to like be someone else.
Yeah.
You can slip into that thing where you're like, oh, I'm too close to self.
Yep.
So now Tara's ego or like anxiety is in the body being like, Tara better be funny. And sometimes when you make a physical choice, it reminds you to play differently enough that you can be like, well, what's this person like? It like reminds your whole body and brain to do something different. Yeah. Do you feel like that? Is that why you do it?
It's totally. I mean, I just hosted a class on Monday. Yeah. And that was kind of the goal. And I told them up front, I said, as improvisers, like I still feel like overall it's a visual medium. Yeah. And it's like so many times I watch improv and it's two people on stage just talking at each other, just standing across from each or sitting in a chair and just talking. And I'm like, I get so excited when I see someone just doing the simplest. It doesn't even have to be some big throw yourself off the stage thing. Yeah. Somebody just like painting a wall or something and just being like really meticulous about it and like
anchoring themselves
or deciding to make themselves a prop and, you know, they're a thing and like they never talk, but
but that is a clock on the wall and you're going to be sure of it.
It tickles me to like no end because it's just like, okay, that's when it feels like play. And like that's what's fun for me. So
we need that more than anything. Like getting playful. I feel like half the classes we teach are not actually, well, this is like a horrible commercial. Half the teachers we teach are dumb. No. That's what I was like, half the classes that improv, I think improvisation as an art form is less about teaching and more about unlearning whatever we do as adults that protects all the creativity that we block. Like we're afraid to be embodied. We're afraid to be in our bodies. We're afraid to say things like in an extemporaneous way because it's unhinged sometimes. It's like, you don't know what's going to happen. You have to be present with another person to co-create. That's wild. I mean, I had a student recently be like, why am I so afraid to improvise? And they were very new to it. They were coming from a more clinical profession. And I was like, why wouldn't you be afraid to improvise? This is someone's fever dream. This is like, I'm on stage in front of an audience of 100 people that don't know me. I have to make up a script. I'm supposed to make it funny and I'm supposed to be present and loud and like performative. And it's like, of course you're scared.
Yeah. It's like,
of course
you talk to people every day. Like if you're just interacting with other people, you talk and you don't know how many times you say something that is uproariously funny
all the time.
And it's just part of what your regular conversation is.
Exactly. So many people we know are like the funniest people. People used to ask me all the time for like paper articles, who's the funniest person that you know? And they always expect me to say someone famous. And there are a lot of funny, famous people that I've luckily gotten to know, but I think the funniest people are the people that you sit in the back corner of a room with and you're like, you know, that's always the funniest person. Like half the funniest people I know will never be on television. Yeah. Or in some medium where you'll find them. They're just really good at being alive and playful. Yeah. In the moment.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes back to the physicality, that sometimes it's my crutch because I don't feel like I'm as witty as like other people that I see play with that I admire on stage that we play with. But, you know, I can bring something that's different, or I can add to a scene in a way that doesn't distract from what they're doing. Or maybe it slightly does, but it's like, I'm a backpack.
No, you're just good at all of it in a really cohesive, organic way that feels like all these skills being present makes it extra elevated. You know, I mean, I'm with you on that. I think having a short form just means you play like game-based improv for anyone listening that doesn't know. And long form is like you usually get one suggestion and make it more like a play with scenes that interstitch, for lack of better terms. And short form can make you a really physical player. Yeah. And I often see short form performers that get really good at long form, but I don't often see the inverse. So like long form performers are really good at being grounded and present and like waiting for opportunities. There's also a little inertia in the decision because it's kind of like, what would you like to do? It's a very like, what now? You know, and short formers make decisions. Like there are a lot of decisions being made. And the only thing you have to do then is then slow them down and ground them.
Right.
But they're making decisions. So you're like, well, you can be implemented into a show. You just have to be patient and focus and all those things. So it's, you have all the skills because you do both.
Yeah.
Or all of it, you know?
Yeah. Again, very lucky. I've gotten to play a bunch of forms at once, and I've taken my lumps on all of them.
Yeah, that's it too. But that's part of it. Like everyone's so afraid to fail at things or try things. And part of it is like, how good am I at this show? A learning curve, you know, whatever. Like that's okay. And that's sort of being afraid. Being like scientific method is so cool because you're supposed to fail to figure things out. And art doesn't feel like that, but it is like that.
Yeah.
You have to fail to figure things out. You throw paint at the wall. It's not the right color. Then you do something else. Yeah. But you don't have to like take it as a hit to your ego.
No. Yeah. I feel like I lost ego a long time ago. Now it's purely just play.
That's right. Yeah. Well, also on that note, on play note, you're a dad.
Yeah.
What's like, tell me about being a dad. Like, tell me about being a dad.
So
these kids are cute too. So hold on to your butts.
The physicality comes home. My kids, I like to roughhouse with my kids, which gets me in trouble.
I just read that was like important in a study, and I'm not kidding. I really just read it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's important. Like, I encourage a lot of play with my kids. It's done a lot for like their learning, but like just being a dad, it's like ever since I was a kid, like it was one thing like I knew wanted to do. I wanted to be a dad. I thought I was going to be a good dad.
Hell yeah.
Something like that.
Yes, of course. Of course.
I love the hell out of my kids.
Yes.
They are awesome. They have they're little performers already in their own way. I can't wait.
What do you think is like, what are they skilled at? Are they good at like voices or like playing? Like what's their thing?
They both have voices, but my oldest, his nickname is Six. We call him Six because I'm the fifth.
He's a fifth, and that's a six. And that's the best nicknames. No one should have any names anymore. We should just be numbers. It's the best.
Just gonna be numbers.
That's good.
But he is, he's got like a dry humor, and it's like a very like subtle, like, you know, and he sets things up and then pays it. Yeah, it's. How
old is he?
He's 7. He'll be 8. So,
okay, and he's already dry. Like I think that's
so dry.
Oh, like a kid that's dry is unstoppable. Yeah, because it's just the funniest thing to see them be kind of like, if they're sardonic or sarcastic, you're like, okay. I remember the first time one of my nephews, shout out Tony, one of my nephews. You know, when kids tell you jokes when they're very small and it's like, ha ha ha, cute. Like you kind of play along and you're excited that they're into telling you a knock joke or something.
Yeah.
But then one day, I bet he doesn't even remember. Mm-hmm. I wonder how old he was. Probably around the same age as what you're saying for 6. He like said something under his breath that was like his own thought that was a joke. There was this kind of like, he like made a comment on someone at like 8 or 9 that was very funny. That was kind of like, oh, not what I would do. Or like that kind of like, mah. And I was like, huh. And I laughed as an adult for real at my nephew that was a child. Like I had that kind of like, like you get it, you know? And I was like, this is the tipping point.
Yeah.
Where you can tell that their personality is now engaging in this sort of like element of I'm noticing the world. I'm not just repeating what I see or mimicking what you do, but I'm now noticing it by my own right. And then it's like you like thought of that yourself.
Yeah. That's the part that blows me away. It's like, like no prompting, no one set you up.
Yeah, no one set you up
independently. What a wild observation.
Yes.
And then I'll like keep track of it because I'm like, that's hilarious.
That's so funny.
And then my youngest he's like more of the outward performer.
Yeah.
So like we had company, like a few people came over my house the other day, and there were family members that haven't been over our house before. Mm-hmm. So he got excited. He ran upstairs and he got his little like music box or whatever. And he was like, I'm going to perform a dance. And then when it was done, he took that upstairs and he went upstairs. He has a box of costumes. So he came down in a Sonic costume. And he's like, I'm not Antonio anymore. I'm Sonic. And I was like,
got it. Got it. I also like that his brain was locked into these people deserve entertainment. And if you're not going to do it, then I'll take I'll do this. I was like, this is a party, right? So Sonic should be here. Yeah. Like this is. Yeah. You're kind of whiffing, Dad.
Like, I'm going to put on a show for people because
there's people gathered.
Someone has to.
Someone has to. And I will take it upon myself.
Yes.
To be the person that does.
That's legitimately the energy he comes.
That's so good. That's so good. Okay. And what else is going on for you that's like a project coming up or something that you're really excited about right now? This can be cut. This can stay in, just depending on anything you have in your mind.
Yeah. I think we have, love the Armando stuff coming up. Oh man, I think the stuff at the end of the year.
Same.
I'm just excited for like,
there's a lot of shows. Yeah. There's a lot of like constant ongoing shows.
Yeah. Like all types of stuff pop up in like the October, November, December, I feel like.
Same. It's always very busy.
And then
that's a fun fact for listeners is like theaters, at least our theaters and comedy theaters seem to be the busiest from like September to May.
Yeah.
It's really packed for us. Yeah.
It definitely. So, I just feel like I'm curious to see what the things are this year. Mm-hmm. My team that was in the Troika ended up winning, so I'm curious to see what we do with that. That was a fun group.
That's
Shout
a
out
fun
to
group.
Adam and George.
Yeah, we have this show here called Troika that was originated in Philly. Shout out Philly. Who let us do the forum. But it takes all the improvisers through the nest that want to participate, and it throws them into like a hopper, and you draw 3 people at random to play together, and they escalate through a bracket system. Yeah. And LT's team with Adam and George won, and they were so delightful. Like this is a delightful team of like, again, physicality, playfulness. Yeah. Like kind of broke the fourth wall, was like playing with each other and jumping around a lot.
Our forum was like a mono scene, and they were like, let's put the emphasis on like Adam and George to start, and then I can come in and do literally whatever.
Yeah, whatever I want, actually. So good. And he did. He came in as a deer at one point, like a buck with a giant like rack on his head. And it was very, very funny. Some good pictures of that.
They were like, was that a deer? What was that? I was like, yes.
Yes, of course.
Clearly
antlers. This is a guy doing this in the background. Yeah, of course. Well, LT, you're on Tough Love, Easy Love, and I'm going to do the honors, if you will. I'm going to tell you what this is all about, okay? So this has now come out. This podcast is on the air, as they say. And people were approaching me from the internet, from followers that were asking me to give them advice. I don't like giving advice because I feel like unless someone directly asks me for help, I'm like, this is none of my business. Like, I don't want to like tell you what to do, live your life. But then I thought of a fun idea, which is I have a little bohemian heart that, you know me, bohemian heart that wants to make everyone I just want to make everyone feel supported and loved. But I also have this like sports mentality that, from like being coached and things like that. That's like a little basketball coach that I think lives inside of me. That's like a little Italian coach that's like, rub some dirt on it. Here's the real advice. Does that make sense? So even though I wouldn't necessarily give it, I would do that to myself.
Okay.
So we give easy love. We get a question from a follower.
Okay.
We give easy love, which is the soft surrounding love.
Yeah.
Of what we think about the thing and how we can make them feel better.
Yeah.
And then we give them tough love, which is the like, this is what you really got to do, roll up your sleeves kind of version.
Okay.
Cool. And it's up to you. At the end of that, we decide if one of them wins over the other. Get it? Okay. And these are usually like not that long, but they're just sort of fun conundrums for people. Yeah. And this came from a real life Nesty, which is the first time of that. And I think the episodes we've recorded so far, it's been Instagram followers and call-ins.
Okay.
But this is a Nesty is a person that is from the theater named Donovan.
Donovan.
Yeah, Okay.
Yeah.
Donovan. She writes, what is a life lesson you've learned early in your career of any kind that you've carried with you? We can give easy love on like maybe a thing that made you step into. I think she wrote this to us, assuming a comedy person might be on. Yeah. She does comedy as well. She's new to comedy.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably going to be the easy love version is like, what would you say to like a new improviser or a new stand-up or something when they're stepping in? It's like soft, gentle advice.
Yeah. It's going to be similar to my tough love version, but I think it was to like, when you're on stage and you're performing, to like be in the moment and enjoy and have fun and be present, because there's so many times where I was watching other people in a scene that I'm, on the sidelines for or something, and I'd be like so lost in the thoughts. Totally. And then you missed something. Yes. Or you, could have added something in some way, but you're so down on yourself about how something went that you're just like,
awful.
I'm going to quietly remove myself from the show.
Yeah.
I want to make this any worse.
And ironically, people notice that the most. Like if in an improv show, somebody just starts, you're like, and leave the room. You're like, where'd that guy go? And that's all you can think about. So it becomes like the main feature.
Yeah.
You're right though. There's like this dissociation that happens inside of a show.
Yeah.
Where you're like on the sides in our art form, at least in our comedy that we do the most, there's teams of people where let's say two people are in the center of the stage and then there's like a back line of your friends that are also on the team. They're looking for opportunities to like tag in or amplify what's being said or heighten it or whatever. And when you're in the back line and your two friends are in the middle of the stage, it's so common that you start being like, why did you edit like that? What did you do? God, it's like your inner judge starts going hard in your brain, like really, really hard at you about like, nice work, like nice edit. Oh yeah, you're gonna play that character again. It's like you get the weirdest self-talk.
Yeah.
And then ironically, you fall out of presence with the show that's running. So you're missing opportunities to help anything that's actually happening. Because it's like, you're 2 minutes behind what they then said. So the spiral continues and you're like, I ruined it. I ruined this for myself and I'm not even here with my friends anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get so in your head about things that are happening, you end up being more selfish about it.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
And you don't know what to do besides like, how do you stop that kind of like shame spiral that is happening? Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters?
Not yet. It's in my queue.
Okay, noted. No more on that. I can't believe I have. So thank you for honoring that. But I was just, there's kind of a shame theme inside of it that was really interesting. That was kind of like, wow, I wonder if people feel this inside shows where you're making up content on the spot or like trying to perform at a level where you're like, I'm not good enough, but it's so hard. So you're nice energy, good love, tough or like easy love to someone is stay with your friends, stay where you are. Or like be present inside the show that you're in, or what's the softness?
Kind of all of the above. It's like, love yourself enough to enjoy what you're doing. Yeah. Like just take a step back from everything, like all the improv rules and everything. It's improv. We'll make it work.
Yeah, it's fine.
Take a step back from like all of that. And like, you get to be on stage in front of people making silly faces and doing weird dances.
Yeah, what are we doing? What are people doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, like you are living your 8-year-old dream.
Agreed.
Right
LT, we're the same in that way where I think like people always ask what you want out of an art form or like what you want out of comedy. I'm like, I have it. Yeah. play pretend with my friends on a high level where we talk about meaningful things in ridiculous bodies in front of a paying audience. This is it. And this is what we're doing. Like, I can't believe it. It's the reward.
Yeah.
For all the other stuff.
I want that to be interesting for people that watch it.
Yeah.
And in order for me to do that, I have to feel a certain level of freedom. Mm-hmm. And it is a release for me. It is a escape of all of the silliness. I'm in Zoom meetings literally my entire day.
All day.
And maybe I'll let out a voice like, oh, and they'll be like, oh, God, you're so funny.
This guy's all right.
Yeah. Which my job is all about relationships. So like, I'm good at that part, but it's like, you know, I let this tiny bit out, but then when I'm on stage, I get to be my purest, most authentic version of myself, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
And
you're so free on stage.
Yeah.
And same. I feel the same. I feel very like, I feel pretty open in regular time, but when I'm on stage, I'm like, no one messes with this time. For myself and for my friends. It's like, this show is for everyone to feel like joy for a while. Like, let's feel joy or meaning or something, like something important and has to happen for us to feel that release. It doesn't, why are we getting together? I just talked to someone today online about this for another interview, and we were chatting about how, like, when after the pandemic, we were like, I don't know if anyone's going to come back, you know, like in a brick and mortar, live shows, concerts, you know, art, comedy, whatever it might be. And I think we were really surprised to see that people flooded it back. Like, people were like, if I can be with other people I want to be. I was so relieved that everyone just wanted to be like in the same room laughing together at something or.
So I'm starting to get like emotional.
Yeah,
because
same.
that was my like tough part because, you know, for me, I think even, and maybe you guys noticed it, maybe you didn't, but even up till before the pandemic, I was still in my head about, even though I had been doing it for like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And when we came back, like when we were actually like in shows in front of people again, like I didn't have that anymore because like it was back, like it came back. Yeah. And, you know, we had versions of it, but it wasn't like it.
No, you're right.
You know?
You're right.
And it coming back was like we almost lost this.
Yeah, like I appreciated it. I'd say doubly, triply to be like, oh my God, we're together again. Yeah. Like even just us, like our ensembles and our friends were together again, but also humans at large just being like, thank goodness we're here together, like enjoying something. Yeah, was all the things you take for granted when they were gone. It was like, we just going out and like having a beer with your friend or whatever is like, like it was so meaningful to just be there and be like, we're laughing in the same room and we're like feet apart and we're feeling the same thing together and not just like streaming it. And, you know, it just was really so awesome. Like, and you're right. All the pretense went away because it was like, who cares? I want to play. Like, I don't care anymore.
I was dreaming about like doing it again. And I had like many moments of that too. Cause like I stepped away when my kids were born because I was like, I need to focus on this. I don't want to be leaving on Fridays. That feels very selfish. Yeah. But, and those were hard for me because it was like, it's gone. But then it was like during the pandemic, it was gone, and potentially gone.
Yeah, exactly. Triple gone.
If you get triple gone.
You got triple gone, it's gone, man. It's really gone. Yeah.
Zip it up.
Yeah, you're right. So like when we came back, it was like, well, I'm not going to take this for granted. I mean, you know, or all the things that feel ego driven. I don't want to say ego is not the right word because that sounds more like selfish than I want it to sound, but like the things that are like self-hatred, all the things that were like making you clam up or like people clam up and being afraid or like scared of how the result rather than the actual thing. Yeah. It was like, the outcome. I'm worried about the outcome rather than the now. Yeah. It all went away. Yeah. It just went away.
And don't get me wrong, plenty of self-hatred in here.
Oh gosh. Like, what do you need?
So much,
how much do you need?
I've got a surplus.
Enough to pass along if anyone needs a dose.
But like when it came to my improv, like it's just everything else just didn't or doesn't like matter anymore. It is purely like, and I've that was such a hard life lesson to like learn that you almost lost this thing that was like your outlet. And
yes,
even trying to find I started a podcast of my own.
Yes.
That lasted for like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
It's not going right now, but like that was an outlet and it was great, but it's not.
You
it's
want
not
it
this
in person. Yeah.
I don't even need the audience, honestly.
Yeah.
It's the performing nature of improv without the need of, the memorizing scripts and stuff. You're truly like just doing it off the top of the dome. And it is just, it is this thing.
It's sort of a parallel. I think that's why improvisers are unfortunately, like we are inundated in improv, and I hear it when I say it, and I don't less culty and more about the like the importance of the metaphor of what it means to like live in the present with another human and share the air and like realize your brain and their brain are like thinking of things together. Yes. And that's the magic of it. Yeah. It's like, what have we made as a group, or what have we made? It's like a really good group project where people actually want to be there.
Yeah.
And they don't like, someone doesn't have to take the credit and run with the ball. It's like they all want to collaborate equally. Yeah. It's humanity on its highest level when done well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. So tough love is what? Don't be mean to yourself. Stop it.
Just
stop it. That's tough love.
Like realize where it could be. Like what you could not have. You could not have this. You could not have this place be able to perform at. If you whatever you have, like it could not be there. And like to experience it not being there, no matter what it is, improv, whatever your thing is. If you imagine it was just gone.
Yeah.
Like,
Would you ever like really, what do we like, I don't know what we're saying here. Like, what are we picking apart, or like over critiquing, or over, I don't know, refining or over hating about ourselves in the thing that we don't even need to do.
Yeah.
We don't even need
like,
to do that.
What is all the pressure that you're putting on the thing that is legitimately taking your enjoyment out of it?
Yeah.
That you are, that you're doing to yourself, as opposed to like, just the art, just love
the art.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. And you're right. Like sometimes every now and then, I feel like every third episode, there is like some blend that the way you said the thing is the tough love, and the way you said the thing is the easy love. It's like, be kind to yourself and love the thing, and it will give back to you, is sort of the overarching lesson of that's how you'll take care of yourself best. That's how you can bring the best of yourself into this sport or thing that you do.
Yeah. It is kind of like taking that overall like thesis and just compacting it down to a single thought of, it could be gone.
Yeah.
If you took it away, imagine life if you took it away.
Yeah. Then what?
Then what? Yeah,
then what?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
then what?
Use that to motivate.
If anyone knows, write in. We'd love to know what happens then.
Yeah, please.
Can someone tell us Can someone tell us what happens?
Yeah.
It's just only the biggest universal mystery.
Right.
So whatever. That's a thing. But that's really good advice. It's just like, like imagine if the thing that you loved was gone, would you be so filled with self-critique in the thing?
Yeah.
The answer is no.
Yeah. There may be a layer of screw it in there. Just
okay. The tough love is screw it. What if that's the holding screen for the pod? It just says LT Thornton, screw it. I love it. Okay, this is LT Thornton. He's my friend. Thanks for listening to Tough Love, Easy Love. We love you. See you next time.
Hearts.
That was perfect. Yay! You recorded, LT!
Yeah.
You're listening to a podcast on the Roost Nest Podcasting Network, executive produced by the Nest Theater and Comedy Arts Center. Co-founded and funded by Rance Rizzuto and Tara DeFrancisco. For more information on the Nest Theater, go to nesttheater.com. Roost Nest Podcasting Network.